Alright, today is July 7th, 2026. It is 2:33 a.m. I spent about an hour putting a list together, so I might have several videos. Okay, I'm hoping to have energy to record them, so let's get to it. I haven't been too much on online that much, so I'm trying not to. I don't know, since I came back I've been a little bit off, and I don't want to spend too much time on the internet during the day because I want to spend more time with my youngest. In particular, I want to do some things with him. Yesterday I did some exercise at home with him, and I want to take him to some museum. The weather wasn't too good yesterday, so I don't know how it's gonna be tomorrow, but I want to take him to museum. I was talking to him about that when we were on vacation, because they're really going really fast, really fast. Alright, so this is the first tweet. Pizza Express found no evidence for or against Prince Andrew's working alibi. No customer or staff sighting surface. The claim remains unconfirmed after an internal inquiry. Are they still talking about that? Pizza Express inquiry find no evidence to be back Andrew's famous working claim.
Going to Pizza Express in Woking is an unusual thing for me to do. A very unusual thing for me to do. I've only been to Woking a couple of times, and I remember it weirdly distinctly. But as soon as somebody reminded me of it, I went, oh yes, I remember. Going to Pizza Express in Woking.
These people are taking everybody for a ride. Yes, Andy, it would be a very unusual thing for you to do, and you still never done it. Now onto his medical team to confirm his medical condition, which precludes him from sweating. Recollection do indeed vary. If he was there with his daughter, he will remember. That confirms it for me. Liar, there's a laugh here. Yes, it's usually because you were never there, pedo. I don't know what's the narrative they're going by right now, but you guys gonna find my videos even less entertaining or less enthusiastic, because I have absolutely no reason, I have no comprehension as to why these people feel like they have to lie about everything. Everything they have to lie about it. I don't understand. Alright, so this is the next tweet. Okay, there's another thing here. They have to lie about stupid things. How's creating fake family photos and videos with AI something to be won? Is reality that bad that it has to be distorted with AI to sell a certain narrative? Harry and Meghan are happy with their reality. They don't need to create another version. That's the laugh here. They love the reality they live. Just like I was just saying, I even forgot this was on the list. I think someone tagged me on that post. I don't understand why. Are they truly living their lives? Are these people truly living their lives? Because if everything that they do, it's like, okay, they have their private life, I could understand that. They do things privately, whatever. But why do they have to create a different version of things for the public? If you don't, okay, if you're doing something, whatever it is that you're doing, you want to share it with the public, share it. You don't have to create a different version of reality for the public to see you as completely different from your reality. Again, like I say, I don't understand. I do not understand. It's like that movie with Jim Carrey. What do you call that movie? I spoke about it once before. I think it's called The Truman Show or something like that. That movie. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, how Prince Harry and Meghan are losing the AI war with royals. I think I shared that on my community board. I mean, Harry and Meghan don't have to create any AI. They're just sharing whatever they feel like they're comfortable sharing. This is the part where Meghan literally spoke about in the Oprah interview about privacy.
That's sort of the flawed argument and this operating mechanism that they're confusing people to think. I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with. There's no one who's on Instagram or social media that would say, because I shared this one picture, that entitles you to have my entire camera roll. Go ahead, look through it. No one would want that. So it's about boundaries and it's about respect. They've created a false narrative. I've never talked about privacy. I think that's just a basic understanding.
She shares what she wants to share, things that she feels comfortable sharing. So she shared it. If she doesn't want to share anything, she doesn't have to share a damn thing. Why do they have to create a different version of things for people? Okay, well, at least I know the royals can behave like human. They are inhumane. Their authentic selves stinks. Weirdly, Jack Royston, I will bet my bottom dollar that Harry and Meghan were not aware of this AI war. That's another version of it, and haven't slightest interest in participating in it. The royal reporting gets ever more bizarre, particularly in their claim of the royal winning. Normal people won't admit to use the help of AI, let alone celebrating that you are winning at using it. Again, the squad are very smart. That's another perspective of things. Jack is getting even more stupid as time goes by. There's a bubble these people live in. Okay? The bubble that they live in, instead of focusing on their little bubble, like Harry and Meghan, they focus on their little bubble. But the royal family bubble, the time that they spent in their bubble is thinking of how the outside of their bubble are perceiving them, instead of them just living their lives. I don't know. That's another perspective of the weirdly things that I'm seeing coming out of the UK. Normal people won't admit to use the help of AI, let alone celebrating that you are winning using it. Jack is getting even more stupid. Okay, I read some of them. Let him confirm what we already know. There's a laugh here. Nothing is genuine or honest about that family. Yeah. Wait, did he mean to say PR war? What do you mean AI? No, he very much mean AI war. I guess the level of which KP use AI for video and photos. If you are the monarchy and you are putting out AI videos, that is an enormous problem. Yeah, it is. Their fans are none the wiser. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, they're not living their lives. They're living their lives for others. To a certain extent, I could understand that, but if it was benefiting the people, the things that they're doing are not benefiting the people at all. It's just waste of time and money. When the money and time could go straight to the people. Next tweet. Good luck, nobody. I mean, nobody should have the intrusion these people went through in their lives along with all the other claimants. I hope justice prevails for once against these vicious bikers in the press. I don't know how this lawsuit is going, because there were three. Harry won two of them. The last one with Daddy fell. I don't know how it's going. They don't report it at all. Wishing you strength, fairness, and the best outcome. I really don't know how this is going because nobody's talking about it. I haven't come across was it Byline? That's the one I would most likely trust. Okay, because they are the for now. Okay, because things will change. Byline have not reported. If they have, I have not come across it. They have already won. Okay, yes, Harry has everything he needs in life, the arms of his beautiful wife and children. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, more things about Andrew. Did I put it twice? I hope not. Yeah, I put that twice, or maybe it's two different. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yep, I went over that already. Next one. Okay, so this is the tweet. Okay, his helicopter challenge, walking 2.37 kilometers in over 3 hours. LOL, this woman is a liar. I think Morton talks about it. Again, I really don't know. I really don't know why they putting themselves to all this nonsense. Kate Mountains and helicopter transporter data. What am I reading here? Let's see here. Regular. Okay, you could pause and read these. These mean some stuff, but whatever. Making up stuff for no reason. Oh, god damn. Whoever took a close-up of this. Okay. Is it 38? Okay, there's a kilometer. 2.37. How did they spot this image? I guess she was wearing that watch and this is what it says, unless she shared it. I don't know. I don't know why they're giving themselves this nonsense, putting themselves through all of this. Alright, so that was within the comment of this ABC News. Kensington Palace is sharing new photos a week after Kate, the Princess of Wales, climbed the 3 highest mountains in the United Kingdom in 24 hours. What? I'm telling you, they always go to the extreme. A feat known as the National 3-Peak Challenge. 3 highest mountain in the United Kingdom in 24 hours. Why are they doing that to themselves? Let me see some of the comment under that one. Okay, the AI family. I skipped that. Too much reading. This AI nonsense needs to stop. She will run 2 laps in a gym without taking a picture, and there are none because she doesn't have that strength to do the gym or the challenges. She used a chopper. Why are you protecting her lies? Alright, you could pause and read this. Stop with this nonsense. This creature did not climb the 3 highest mountains in the UK. Flight logs Royal Family helicopter demonstrate that she was dropped off at the top on the mountain, had a camera crew with her and her brother. I don't know. I really don't know. I guess they felt confident with their stupidity. Whatever going on in their head, they feel comfortable in it. It's just make sure you don't pull into their nonsense. Okay, so there's Martin talking about it. Okay, Martin is 100% right. Listen to him. They lie about everything, like I was just saying. Literally about everything, even about things that can be easily proven. Everything about them is staged. It's a lie. It's one big theater play. Like I said before, they are better actors than those in Hollywood. Let's listen to Martin.
Morning friends, happy Sunday, how the heck are you doing? And as you expected, and as I certainly expected, despite the PR fluff from Kensington Palace, a story which has been proved to be an absolute fallacy, Kate's 3 Peaks charity endeavour is continuing to fall apart. Because believe it or not, people can track helicopters. Even the Royal Helicopter post-flight, obviously not while it's in flight, in the UK. And it turns out that a helicopter was sent from Windsor to the base of Snowdon. Was it the base of Snowdon or was it nearer the top? I feel that it was nearer the top. That's my own opinion. You can make your own. This is giving the impression, as we all suspected, that these 11 hours to drive between the peaks were actually covered by a helicopter. And obviously, if you have a helicopter that's present, it's not actually always possible to land at the base of the peaks. I feel that Kate probably had a lot of assistance. I'll tell you why in a minute. I feel that Kate had assistance between the peaks by helicopter, so the driving story was full of lies. Solo trip, driven between the peaks, lies, lies, lies. And if they lie about the small stuff, you know, what else could they lie about? If they're not bothered about facts that are small, what else aren't they bothered about? We saw Kate prancing around Wimbledon without a care in the world later in the week. And I do not care how physically fit you are as a person. If you did the 3 peaks in 24 hours, you would not be prancing around Wimbledon a couple of days later. Believe me. I've done it, and I know people that have done it as well. It absolutely exhausts your body, and the number of injuries and strains you will have post doing this, even if you are a legendary marathon runner or climber, is unbelievable. You would not be prancing around Wimbledon looking like this challenge never existed. Harsh words to end on. My opinion's not important. Yours is. Comments are open. Tell the world what you think.
And the worst thing is, people are not asking for it. Well, I'm not from the UK. I don't know what people in the UK are talking about. Did the people, the Brits are asking for her to do that challenge and she had to produce that nonsense they're putting out there? God will expose them one day. They won't believe it. I mean, they're already exposed. It's just the consequences of their action. Are they gonna be reprimanded for their action? Oh my goodness. So they keep on doing it because there's no reprimand. They're not being punished for wasting taxpayers' money and doing all that. Oh my God. Again, like I said, just make sure, you stay true to yourself, okay? And don't let them pull you into their stupidity. That's all. The world's oldest and longest running reality show. That's true. They live in real world, but they don't live in reality. You need to be very fit to complete that challenge. Personally, I don't believe Kate did it. Okay, thanks Martin Gal for the truth. Martin is right. There's the laugh. Yeah, let's go to the next tweet. I don't know. Their bubble. They probably think this is the best thing they produce for the people for the amount of money they're receiving. I don't know. According to Rebecca English, the entire lineup of Working Warriors will have about 29 engagements for the entirety of Harry's visit, and that it was deliberate to ensure everyone will be very, very busy while Harry is in town. It's actually pretty sad when you think about it that a group of people who are supposed to be symbol of national unity and upholding the Christian faith behave in the most disunited, all because they can process and get over their immense jealousy, rage, ego, and racism. How much happier will these people be? I wonder. They're not thinking of themselves. I mean, like I've said in past videos, where evil originated in the UK, and their behavior, action, everything that they do, it's literally showing that the evilness of them. Okay? All the thing that evil possesses is really demonstrating by these people. Okay? Jealousy, envy, all sort of things. And they have everything. That's the thing here. They have everything at the palm of their hand, but they still cannot be satisfied. So this is the most dangerous thing, when someone cannot be satisfied. There's people with less or content with whatever they have. But these people who have money, power, influence, you name it, castles, they could fly anywhere in the world. The media is at the palm of their hand. They have everything. They're still not satisfied. This is the dangerous things for me with these people. Not being able to satisfy with what they have. And what they have is not little. It's a lot. It's a lot. They still cannot be content. This is the problem here. Alright. Let's see here. We call it Sussex effect. There's the laugh here. They bring out the lazy wells out of the woodwork. Those people are beyond pathetic. And like they actually think briefing this to the press makes them look good. I don't know, the craziness that's going in their head, they feel comfortable with it. It looks like they are a bunch of scared, there's the B word, hiding from the real king who are about to ride in on his horse and punish those that have wronged him. This right there, I suppose the entire existence revolves around Harry and Meghan. They don't even understand and never will how truly pathetic this makes them look. This makes them look that the only time in the year when they pack their schedule full of event is when Harry rolls into town. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to really share. I think in my next video, I have a tweet that says Harry is already in the UK. I'm not interested in sharing unless if I come across things from the Sussex squad in the UK showing me videos and whatnot. But other than that, I'm probably gonna see headlines of the papers over there talking nonsense. I had enough with the Queen's funeral. This is why I say I'm not gonna cover it. I've read some comment while I was on vacation. This person said something about that Invictus is about the soldiers, the vets, and whatnot. And I was like, oh, now you're figuring out that's what it is about. What do you think I've been trying to cover? Because the nonsense that's coming out of the UK is has nothing to do with the vets. When let me look for that tweet. It should not be I think it's on my community board. It should not be that far off. Let me go look for it. Okay, so this is the tweet that I was talking about. It's on my community board. Okay, about 6 days ago. Okay, I was on vacation at that time. I just took a peek on X just to see what's going on. It seems like it's another unnecessary noise that I've already known and share with you their objective. I think I stick with what I said. I forgot what I read more. I most likely will not bother paying attention to the UK Invictus. I'll peek here and there. I wish the Sussexes the best of luck. Because at that time, while I was on vacation, they were saying the Sussexes were gonna go to the UK for that 1 year review and stuff like that. When I left to vacation, I was like, I didn't come across any statement from the Sussexes saying that they're going or they're not going or anything. But that was the mindset. I didn't think they were going. Nothing was confirmed pretty much from the Sussexes. Alright, so that's me here. Let's go back to this. I wish the Sussexes the best of luck because it has done before. Alright, when I said this thing, it has been done before. It's about the video that I made. It's on Pt1. Why the reason I made it was they will try to get Harry in a position where I don't want to say it, but in a way to put him in an uncomfortable position where his life is in danger pretty much. The royal family will never stop. They'll spend trillions of dollars or pounds to get the end result. Alright, so this is the comment specifically that I was making reference to. Alright, so this person responds, Birmingham should never have been chosen as the host country for IG, knowing the Sussexes didn't have access to proper security, and it was wrong of them to do so, knowing that, and I gave them major side eye for doing so, because it seems nefarious. Who are they working for, Harry or the royal family? Shaking my head. The veterans should protest by refusing to show up to send a message, give them security, or this isn't happening. There need to be major pressure put on them to provide security, because Harry even agreed to pay for his own security. They still deny him. At this point, it's just cruelty from Charles William and the okay, this is the comment here. Well, it's actually not about them. Alright, so this is the main comment, and someone responded below that comment says, well, it's actually not about them, meaning not about the Sussexes. Okay, and me responding to that. Now people starting to realize it's not about them, saying that pretty much I agree, it's not about Harry and Meghan. Why the entire country keeps talking about them instead of the Invictus Games instead. I've highlighted the situation of Birmingham. It was a self-sabotage economically as the reason for Invictus to granted them to host it. What I mean by that is that people who follow me on all of my channels, I have a channel for the work that Harry and Meghan does. I haven't been posting that much. And I have PYTE, my main channel, my original channel, where I was talking about the Netherlands Invictus. During the Netherlands Invictus, I point out that the UK did not show any support for the participants, okay, the vets. And I highlighted it. It was at the end of the Netherlands Invictus where someone from the defense ministry or something like that came and said something. And I was like, I shared it because I came across it. If I didn't know about it, there's no way I'll be able to share it. So I highlighted as well. And I said, look, this guy from the defense ministry come out at the end. Where was he at the beginning?
Excitement of the Invictus Games. Team UK has waited a long time for these games throughout the pandemic, and it's been absolutely brilliant to see them in action competing for their country.
Okay.
Now, of course, the Invictus Games highlights the very best qualities of our armed forces: determination in the face of adversity, dedication to their team and to their country, and a commitment to never, ever give up. I'm really proud that the Invictus Games enables our wounded, injured and sick veterans to continue to enjoy the camaraderie of life in the armed forces community. Even more importantly, it's one of the ways we can support them in their recovery and rehabilitation. Of course, we owe our armed forces personnel and veterans so much, and it's absolutely amazing to see the support they've received from friends and family here in The Hague, from armed forces personnel cheering them on, from operations around the world, and from supporters of Team UK watching all the action from home. As the games draw to a close, I want to really congratulate every Team UK competitor for their resilience over the last few years, for their dedication to their training and recovery, and the humbling spirit they've shown during these games. You are the embodiment of Invictus. You are unconquered.
Or during the game to boost up the participants' energy. Okay? So they were not there to boost them up. It was at the end when the thing's almost finished. They're showing the interesting, they're showing positive things about the vet. Okay, so I shared it. I was talking negative about the UK, and when I come across something that talk about them positively, I shared it as well. So I don't sound like I'm being biased. I shared it. But my main point was, for highlighting the guy, was where was he at the beginning or in the middle cheering for the vets? They were not there. Now comes the following year, the German Invictus. Out of nowhere. The same office, but this time is a different person who's representing the defense ministry, I think it's called, came out saying that they want to host the Invictus. I was like, why? And from another video that I made, I spoke about the Birmingham, or maybe when they started talking about it, and I look into it and I find out there were some issues with the politician, how they took some money and did some crazy stuff, and then the city of Birmingham was left need of economically to help the people of Birmingham. I highlighted it out of nowhere. I don't know why my instinct went to that. I don't know why. I highlighted it, and then next thing I know, they granted them the Invictus, and I was like, this is a self-sabotage. They destroy the economy of Birmingham, and then they make it as an excuse where they need the Invictus to bring money in so they could have Invictus. Okay, they create the problem, and then to solve it, they give the problem that they created as the reason they should have Invictus, and then they get it. Now the next things that popped up in my mind was that the Commonwealth Games needed to be hosted. All those other places did not want to host it because it didn't bring any money. Now I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it could be the same. Whoever's living in the UK could correct me on that. I have a feel, I think it's the same place that there's a city, I don't remember which city, who decided to host the Commonwealth game because all the other places did not want to host it. So they decided to take it because they will adjust couple places to fit to the Commonwealth game. Alright, so all in all, the thing is, the Invictus is about the vets. But the UK, when they're highlighting it, they do not highlight the Invictus. Like for instance, I believe the last game, Canada, okay, the Invictus in Canada, they granted different countries who have different network to highlight it. They give them the right to show the games. From my understanding, the UK did not show it. Okay, I don't remember which network in the UK who had the right to show the games. They did not do it. The way they show the game, they mention it like in the news. There's different topics that's popping up in the news, and they use the Invictus as one segment and things like that, when they could have picked certain time of the day to show the games. They didn't do that. Again, people who live in the UK, correct me if I'm wrong. So these people, they don't mean well at all. They do not mean well at all. Like the original tweet here that I'm highlighting on my community board, you could go on my community board and check it, is this tweet here. Alright, they're not interested in highlighting the vet. Alright, they just want to complain. They feel good at complaining. So when I responded to this person here, well, it's actually not about them. Them meaning the Sussexes, Harry and Meghan. And I'm like no, duh. Okay, that's my response. It was always about the vet. But the UK make it about the Sussexes every time they're reporting. And this is why I said I'm not interested in highlighting it, because the majority of things that's going to flood my timeline are the nonsense from the tabloid and things like that. They're not going to talk about the vets or the things that Harry and Meghan are doing, unless if the Sussex squad in the UK who are there and decided to share their part, and I'll share it with you. Oh my God, I went on with my rant. I didn't finish read it, but you could go on my community board and read it. Alright, so the UK do not mean well at all. Alright, what else? I'm already 30 minutes. I went on with my rant. Next one, LBC. Alright, let's listen to this.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
We ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.